Hello, my name is Braden Anderson, and today I'm going to be showing you my Life Happens Avid 3 project. So, starting off, we have my education. My job in this project was to become an architect, and to get that, I had to get a degree within architecture itself, and moreover, engineering. And the campus I have chosen is perfect for that. I have University of Arlington. It's a college located in Dallas, and unfortunately, I got the option for no scholarship. But I'm going to imagine in this story of mine, I graduated with a master's, which means I'm exceeding past what I originally thought I could do. The campus is pretty nice. The people I meet there is pretty cool. And you know what? For the story, I even meet my wife here, my future wife. My career. Now, my career was a project construction manager at VCI, which is the actual location in Houston. And it was architecture, engineering, project controls. My job was basically, I got a more higher position within the industry itself. My starting salary was 115K to 120K. A rough estimate, but on the actual job listing, that's a pretty accurate amount of how much I'll make. And after researching this job for this project, I learned that it came with more benefits I even thought of. I receive this is the bare minimum. I receive 401k benefits, health insurance, dental insurance. It covered most of my life, if not everything that I needed, honestly. So a lot of my expensive expenses that I had on my budget list, I could kind of simmer down a little bit due to my job covering most of it. My family. This one I could get a little creative with because I was able to make any family I want. It just had to match the criteria of me having two kids. My wife, since I was able to choose whoever, I chose Lauren Hill. My children, I have a kid named Manolo and another kid named Joaquim. And for jokes, I have a puppy that's named Kitty. My two kids are homeschooled, and since I got the option of two kids, I had to make sure my purchase was fitting for the family. So I had to buy I, I bought a 5 bedroom house, bigger car, and I had to make sure I covered their expenses because it wouldn't be life without money, right? And the programs that the kids partake in, they require 8 hours of classes for gymnastics. So they're actually really good, like really, really good. And they're homeschooled. And I made sure to get them one of the best tutor institutions in Houston, so they can be fully caught up. I don't want them to slack behind or anything. And they require 4 hours a week. Next, this is more about the information about my family. Katie's vet costs about $60 according to Houston prices. After taking a deep look, I have to make sure each one of them were actually suitable. I was looking at ratings, reviews, making sure that they're actually really good. And I found about a 5-star one, which Kitty's gonna live a long time if it's 5-star. My two kids, I was able to luckily find a free gym class thing with actually a higher rating than I thought it would, and they're for free. So I had to put zero for that price, which I was completely happy about. My wife, in this story of mine, makes about 150,000 after taxes, which is great. I was set up for a good time off of that. And monthly fuel is around $200 at least, especially with the gas increase. That's like a rough estimate. And my humble abode, I have my floor plan, my house, tollways, and map, and it's located at 911 Aspen Trace Lane. And the house itself, the whole estate in total costs around 250,000. which was that was a hefty price. But me and my wife were able to handle it with the money that we have in the story. So all turned out really well. The rent for every month is about 1,780. And I looked at the neighborhood and I realized it was a pretty expensive neighborhood, more than I can account for. But I'm able to afford it, so I didn't want to move. And it's the perfect house for my big old family. Work is around 40 minutes away, but being the fast driver I am, I make it there in half the time, so it's not even an issue. And let's see what we have next. Transportation. This one, funny story about this car. I had an original one that was just like it, but it got bought off of the actual place. So I had to go ahead and find a whole new one. But it's a pretty reliable car. It's understandable. And the way I'm gonna get around the city and my family around is that I bought a medium-sized 2025 Nissan Sentra S. I own it. It's all the way, fully paid for, so I don't have to worry about longer time prices or nothing, and just repairs. It's pretty good on gas, and it has enough space for the whole family, so I thought it was a really good option. This is basically more information about the things I've talked about. And for my trip, I actually chose a different place, it being Brazil, which is around $1,000 to $2,000 for the trip. And for a whole round trip, we're talking 2,000 to 4,000 in total just for the flight and back. Our favorite spot to go to as a family is the most popular, Rio de Janeiro. And we also sometimes go to IMAX. That's also an extra expense that can be added. And it's the way I got my Mystery 1000. My takeaway from this is that this project taught me more about the real world and how much planning I'm going to have to do if I'm going to make it out there. Planning and budgeting is important because you need to know what it'll do for the future. And money can always be tight whenever you make the wrong choices. And monthly appliances are important to consider. Two tough decisions I had to make were one being if I wanted to stay at the same house due to location and price, and how I was going to evenly split the money with my wife. And one impact this project had on me for the future is to be cautious with my operations and be sure to remember what money I'm saving. Make sure I always have enough. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.